Alright, so let's talk about it. iBattle, free event, free stream, SUNFALL, you know, supposed to be from 1 to 6. Stream clicked in, I want to say like 2 something. But 3 battles didn't happen. 3 battles didn't happen. From what I'm gathering is they only had the venue to a certain time, so these 3 battles didn't happen. Couldn't happen in the venue. So and these were like 3 battles that I know a lot of people watched Sun Fall for. You know, battles that didn't happen. Uncle Nene versus Bob Barker. Whatever happened as far as Uncle Nene's opponent. I know he said he was ready to go. Whatever happened as far as the opponent, he didn't get the rap. I'm gonna say this now. I feel bad for whoever has to stand in front of Uncle Nene next. You know, he hasn't rapped in a minute. He hasn't rapped in a good minute. But no, whoever got to stand in front of Uncle Nene next, you're gonna be in for it. You know, please come prepared, cause trust me, you're gonna need to be prepared for him. Um, Breezy Will versus Unlimited Bars. I know before the stream went out after Mac Myron versus Mulips, it came across the screen, and then whatever happened. I think they ended up battling outside. I did see some clips, but that was another battle. I know a lot of the people wanted to watch. I definitely wanted to watch Breezy Will. I've been hearing and seeing his name a lot, so I definitely wanted to tune in and watch him and see what he was going to do. Hopefully, that's one of the first battles that drops. That's what I'm hoping for. Um, Fats Fat Say So versus OG Prime. That was another battle I watched the stream especially for. Um, OG Prime's been doing his numbers, doing his thing. Far as RBE, he's a B1 now. So I figured him making the iBattle debut, I believe it is, was going to be one of those months. Fat Say So is coming off of battling on Calico's Black Mafia league on that card where Calico battled Reed Dollars. So I wanted to see what that was going to look like as a matchup. Don't know what happened with it, you know, especially with them not being able to be in the venue. Hopefully that's another battle that actually will be recorded and drop first or second or third. But for the battles that we were able to see on the stream, first battle we was able to see on the stream was Chano versus Pennywise. Second time seeing Chano. Um, the last iBattle stream that was free was my first time seeing Chano. I think he battled. Um, I forgot who he battled, but he did have another solid performance in my opinion. Um, Chano keeps getting better the more and more I see him. Second time seeing him, I look forward to seeing him again. Um, Chano had a bunch of Pennywise flips because the guy's name is Pennywise, but it's just spelled a little different. It's instead of regularly how Pennywise is spelled, his is Penneyze. You know, Channel had a bunch of Pennywise flips. Channel had good energy, good bars, good performance, good performance. Overall, he had 3 solid rounds in that battle. He had 3 solid rounds. He's figured out how to change his voice up when he raps certain bars. Like I can see the difference from the first time I saw him to now that he's figured that out more. Um, he has some performance to go with the bars. He has some. Um, I think the as he still figures things out, maybe more performance may come, may not come. Um, for me, his third Chano, your third round did seem short, in my opinion. It seemed short, and your energy was not the same as your first and your second round. It seemed like by the time you hit your third round, you're like it seemed like your energy was like completely gone. It was like completely gone. It just seemed like you were rapping and trying to get it over with. It seemed, and then the round seemed short, you know. But nonetheless, still a solid performance. I look forward to who you battle next and what other iBattle cards you're going to be on. Um, Pennywise, first time seeing Pennywise battle. If I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn he said Maryland. That's where he's from. I need to look him up. You know, first time I've seen watching him. First time watching Pennywise. I've seen the name on other cards, you know, but first time seeing him, you know, I like what I saw. I like what I saw. Um, Good pacing when rapping, good bars. Um, Not a lot of performance really, but overall, Chano versus Pennywise was a good back and forth battle. Um, I gave Pennywise the battle 2-1. I gave him the first and the third. First and the third. I gave Chano the second. But that was a good opening battle to start the iBattle SUNFALL card. From there, it went to X the God versus DJ. Now, what I gathered from being in the chat while the event was going, I believe X the God and DJ are rookies. Um, First time seeing DJ rap, and it's crazy because I think I've been following. We've been following each other on Twitter for a little bit, you know, and I see him post things, but this is the first time I've actually seen DJ rap. He raps very well, good energy, delivers the bars very well. If he is a rookie, like it wasn't, in my opinion, watching before I was reading the chat, I wouldn't have known the difference. I wouldn't have known that he was a rookie. I wouldn't have, you know. Um, like DJ raps with high energy, without losing steam. Now that is a thing. Like when I'm watching DJ rap, I'm like, yo, he has so much energy while he's rapping, and he can have all this energy from the beginning of the round all the way through the round. You have some people that can do that, and you have a lot of people that can't do it. So salute the DJ for being able to have the same constant and consistent energy throughout the whole round. Um, First time saying X to God too. I believe recently he followed me on Twitter. You know, I've seen the name before, but first time seeing you rap too. Um, Good energy, good pacing. I like the bars. You had a little bit of performance with it. In my opinion, it was a good back and forth battle. It was a good back and forth battle. Now in the chat, people was cracking jokes about the fact that X the God had on a wife beater, and then the man had on Crocs, because it was at a point in the battle where he was like, "Let me put my Crocs in sport mode." Like, it's crazy. So the chat had a lot to say. You know, DJ's third, he came out very strong and bombing in his third round. I like the way he started his third. He had a Crystal Lake bar that was dope. X the God had a that's not what I'm mad at, which is Arsenal's thing, but for me it was cool. Now I'm not gonna say use other battlers' moves and stuff because he had the that's not what I'm mad at, which is Arsenal what Arsenal does. Then at the end he had who's it? Surf. He did the surf. This person, nut DNA, whoever, whatever. Like he said 3 names. It was like nut chaser, surf. That was a surf thing. Surf did that in one of the battles. You know, my thing is if you're going to reference, use other battlers' moves, please let it at least be decent. That's all I'm gonna say in regard to that. If you're gonna use what they use, but overall, that was a good battle. I had DJ 2-1. DJ 2-1. I gave X the God the first round. I gave DJ the second and the third. Next battle was Liddy Rock versus Violet X. Now, good thing I'm reading in the chat because I believe I read in the chat that both of these guys are from Spaces. They're Spaces battlers, you know. If that's the case, cool. Spaces has given battle rap culture a lot of stars. You got Rock Lee, you got Appa, you got Eunice, so JR. I would never hate as far as the Twitter space battlers. You know, get your start however you get your start. I'm not familiar with Liddy Rock or Violet X. You know, never heard of neither one of them. But Violet X definitely sounds like Boogie when he raps. But you know, and I figured out why because he's from Louisiana also. So he kind of sound like Boogie to me. If you're going to battle on a league, I do not think it's smart for your debut. You go dissing the league roster. I don't think that's smart because that's what Violet X did. He dissed the iBattle roster. I don't think, and it's like, all right, cool, competitiveness. You know, go at the roster, but it's like at the same time, come on, bro, you could have came up with something else. First round, I gave it to Liddy Rock. He had good energy. The bars was cool. You know. Now, Violet X's second round was better than his first. Here's the thing. Violet X has to get to the punch quicker. It just seemed like it took him a while to get to the punch. It took him a while to get to the punch. I think once he figures some things out and he gets to the punch quicker, yeah, that'll work for him. At a point in his round, I didn't know what Violet X was talking about. Like, I want to say, was it the end of his second round, even his third, at a point in his third, I didn't know what he was rapping about. And I'm just like, all right, we gonna see how the rest of this goes. Um, Liddy Rock had a bunch of Blake flips, Blake bars. He said that Violet X's name was Blake. You know, they were kind of predictable ones at that. Um, Liddy Rock had like a baddie scheme. You know, that was cool. I had Liddy Rock round one, Violet X round two, Liddy Rock round three. That was a cool battle. Um, then it was Exotica versus Mellow 1-5. Now, originally, Exotica was supposed to battle Certified Zay, but for whatever reason, he backed out. Salute to Mellow 1-5 for stepping up on 5 days prep and doing the battle. Mind you, this battle is only a 1 round battle. It's only a 1 round battle. You know, like Mellow 1-5 didn't have to step up and make it that Exotica got the battle. But, you know, salute to him for doing that. You know, he a real one for that. Mello had designed the exotic flips. He had an OCD bar that was fire. Like Mello 1-5 has he's always had a fire pen to me. Like my first time seeing him, I want to say was the last time iBattle had their free stream. That's the first time I watched Mello 1-5. You know, and I'm like, all right, he's cool. I need to see him again. And now we're seeing him again against Exotica. I'm like, if he can do that with 5 days prep, that's dope. That's dope. You know, first time seeing Exotica battle, like he had this dope 15 Patrick Mahomes bar, cause you know his opponent's name was Mellow 1-5. So with the 1-5, he had a Patrick Mahomes bar, and then I think he had another like reference with it too. It was dope. Like Exotica had dope bars, good energy, good pacing. Um, what I got from watching him, he seems like a newer battler. You know, I would want to see Exotica versus DJ. If potentially that could happen, I think that could be a good one. I think that could be a good battle. Um, then you had, well, I had Mellow 1-5 at winning over Exotica. Still dope 1 round battle. Then you had Tony Nova versus NASA Mahone. Tony Nova, second time seeing him battle. First time was the last iBattle joint where he battled Skelly, which was my first time seeing them both. I like what I saw as far as that battle. Um, First time seeing NASA Mahone battle, even though I've seen his name a lot. But yeah, this is the first time I actually watched him battle. Um, Tony Nova's first round was basically like fat jokes as far as NASA. That's basically what like his first round was. NASA's first round, he started off with the rebuttals. The rebuttals were good. They hit for me. They were really good rebuttals. You know, he kind of reminds me of like Danny Myers, where he can rebuttal, but sometimes you rebuttal too much when you don't have to. And it's like as the battle went on, that it was giving me that type of vibe. But whatever works for a battler. I gave NASA the first round. Now this is crazy for the folks that was in the chat. When NASA was rapping, Tony was on his phone, and he ended up in the chat like mid part of NASA's round. And I'm like, bro, why is he in the chat while he's rapping? Come on, focus on the battle. That's what I'm thinking. First round NASA. Um second um second round was Tony's second round was way better than his first. Way better than his first. Um like Tony Noto had a very strong start, really strong start to that second round. He had a solid ass second round, honestly. He was controlling the crowd well in the second. NASA had a solid second. He had a Street Fighter bar that was dope. He had more rebuttals to start his second round. Like the rebuttals in the first round hit for me more than the rebuttals as the battle went on, as far as the second and the third. I gave Tony the second round. So 1-1 going into the third. Tony's third was solid. He had a solid third. Like for me, NASA's rebuttals in the third did not hit, which kind of for me made it seem like his round was long. Like maybe because they didn't hit, it seemed like the round was long. But by the time he got into what seemed like the writtens, it was good. But for me, he spent too much time with the rebuttals that didn't hit. And I gave the third is actually debatable. Tony had a solid round. NASA with them rebuttals that didn't hit, but the other part of his round was dope. So NASA first round, Tony the second, and the third is debatable. Whoever you gave third to won the battle. But solid, it was a good battle. Now, we gonna talk about it. Rubando versus Tariq. Definitely, for me, was a highly anticipated matchup. Rubando, if you know Rubando, normally he is known for having a really good pen. This was the worst Rubando performance ever. The worst. I have Tariq 30. I have Tariq beating Rubando 30. Some people may have Tariq 2-1. Either way, Tariq beat Rubando. He beat him. Like, I don't know if it was last minute prep for Rubando or whatever it was. Him choking, him not knowing his bars, and saying like he freestyling, trying to remember the writtens. He was just all over the place, And it's just like, damn, he messed up what could have been a classic battle. This was supposed to be a classic. In my book, Rubando versus Tariq was supposed to be one of those ones. I got Tariq 30. I'm not mad at somebody who says Tariq 2-1. Either way, Tariq won the battle. Like, Tariq has a good pen, good pace, and good energy. Now, somebody's phone did go off in the first round when Rubano was about to start rapping. And don't get me wrong, that definitely threw him off. But I don't want to say that's the reason why he was thrown off and he started choking. I won't say that. Yeah, it was in the second. In the second, when Rubano was about to start the second, the phone thing. It just seemed like Rubando's timing and pacing was definitely off in the second. Like his first, his he had like. I'm not gonna make it seem like Rubando didn't have some bars, but between the choking and like the stoppage, you can clearly see he's trying to get it back or remember it. Like worst Rubando performance. This was the worst Rubando performance. Salute to Tariq. Another solid performance from you. You did not disappoint. You didn't disappoint. It's unfortunate that this battle isn't what it was supposed to be. Let's say that. It's unfortunate. Like some of the bars that Rubando did get out were like good bars. Don't get me wrong. Rubando had a predictable Tariq power scheme. Like Rubano gotta go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna say poor preparation. I don't know if anything else is the reason. I'm gonna say poor preparation because it seemed like he knew the bars, but I don't know. Tariq 30 far as Rubando 2-1. Either way, he won. I'm upset with that battle because that was supposed to be one of those ones. I'm upset. Mac Myron versus Mulus. First time seeing Mulus battle. He mixes like jokes with his bars. Somebody mentioned Mulus versus O Solo would be interesting, or him versus like a frack would be interesting. Like he got good energy, good performance. Like he came with three solid. He came with 3 rounds. Mac Myron's just he can bar it and be funny and entertaining. That he knew really how to like he's mastered combining that, and Mac Myron won. Mac Myron won. He did choke. He did choke in the first. Yeah, I think it was the first he choked in, but he got it back and kept going. You got some people that choke and don't get it back and just lose the round. He choked and got it back and kept going. I had Mac Myron 30, but Mulus is very entertaining. I would want to see him battle again. Overall, the iBattle SUNFALL card was good. It's unfortunate some of the Breezy Will versus Unlimited bars didn't happen that the fans could see it on screen. Fast Say So versus OG Prime didn't happen that the fans could see it on screen. Uncle Nene versus Bob Barker didn't happen because Nene's opponent backed out. So it's unfortunate because those 3 battles that I know from like being on Twitter that a lot of people wanted to see that watched the stream and weren't happy that we couldn't see it. That's why I say I hope like these battles, the other battles happen, and hopefully they drop very soon. But overall, to have like from reading the flyer, it was supposed to be from 1 to 6. Y'all started at about like 2ish. Y'all had me at the venue by 6. So I knew the potential that certain battles weren't gonna happen, you know. But could have did a stream and showed those battles outside too, though. But nonetheless, overall, good card. A lot of guys I got to watch I wasn't familiar with, but if this is the talent that's over there at iBattle, I like what I saw. I like what I saw. As far as these battles, you know, I like what I saw. You know, I'm a little upset that I didn't get to see Uncle Nene battle. He ain't battled in a minute. I wanted to see what OG Prime would do over there. iBattle. Same for Fast Say So. I wanted to see Breezy Will because I keep hearing so many things about him. But other than that, salute Lex Luthor, iBattle, salute all the talent that's there. And I look forward to the next event y'all have.